He rejected utilitarian and empiricist trends in British philosophy and was a leading member of the British idealism movement. He published an influential essay critiquing infallibilist foundationalism in epistemology and defended coherence as a criterion for truth. His name is F.H.Bradley. In the vast landscape of British philosophy, there emerged a thinker who boldly challenged the prevailing currents of his time. His name was F.H.Bradley, a protagonist whose intellectual journey would shape the realm of philosophical thought. Rejecting the utilitarian and empiricist trends exemplified by luminaries like John Locke, David Hume, and John Stuart Mill, Bradley embarked on a path less traveled. As a leading figure in the philosophical movement of British idealism, Bradley found inspiration in the profound ideas of Immanuel Kant and the influential German idealists, Johann Fichte, Friedrich Schelling, and Hegel. This merging of British and German philosophies formed the foundation of Bradley's unique perspective, although he often understated his sources of influence. His rejection of the prevailing trends in British philosophy reflected his conviction that there was more to the realm of knowledge and experience. In 1909, Bradley's intellectual prowess took the form of a groundbreaking essay titled, On Truth and Coherence, published in the esteemed journal Mind. Within its pages, Bradley launched a scathing critique of a particular branch of epistemology, an infallibilist foundationalism. His aim was not merely to dismantle established beliefs but to offer an alternative criterion for truth. While some philosophers sought to justify truth through infallible foundations, Bradley championed coherence as a test for truth itself. This philosophical stance, as argued by the esteemed philosopher Robert Sterne, elevated Bradley's essay beyond the confines of mere justification, igniting a paradigm shift in the understanding of truth. F.H.Bradley's intellectual rebellion against prevailing philosophies, his fusion of British idealism and German influences, and his bold exploration of truth and coherence left an indelible mark on the world of philosophy. His story serves as a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge is not confined to the narrow confines of tradition, but rather a boundless journey of discovery that shapes the very fabric of human understanding. During his life, F.H.Bradley, a respected philosopher, made significant contributions to the field of philosophy and was granted honorary degrees on numerous occasions. Born in Clapham, Surrey, England, Bradley came from a family deeply rooted in religious beliefs, with his father being an evangelical Anglican preacher. His intellectual journey began at a young age when he delved into Immanuel Kant's critique of pure reason as a teenager. In 1865, Bradley enrolled at University College, Oxford, and later, in 1870, he was elected to a fellowship at Merton College, where he would spend the rest of his life until his passing in 1924. This fellowship allowed him the freedom to focus on his writing without any teaching obligations. Bradley's philosophy stood out for its non-pluralistic approach, emphasizing a monistic unity that transcended the divisions between logic, metaphysics, and ethics. Although Bradley did not consider himself a Hegelian philosopher, his unique brand of philosophy drew inspiration from and incorporated elements of Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel's dialectical method. His outlook combined monism with absolute idealism, seeking to find a comprehensive understanding of reality that encompassed all aspects of human existence. He believed in the interconnectedness of all things and the underlying unity that binds them together. Bradley's philosophy may seem complex and abstract, but it can offer valuable insights for our daily lives. By recognizing the interdependence of different aspects of our existence, we can strive for a more holistic understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This understanding can help us navigate the complexities of life, relationships, and decision-making, as we acknowledge that our actions have consequences that ripple through various dimensions of our lives. In a world that often emphasizes division and separation, Bradley's philosophy reminds us of the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of seeking unity and harmony. It encourages us to look beyond surface-level differences and recognize the underlying unity that binds us together as human beings. By embracing this perspective, we can cultivate empathy, compassion, and a deeper appreciation for the interconnected web of existence. In the small town of Oxford, England, there lived a philosopher named F.H.Bradley. Known for his unique perspective on morality, Bradley believed that the idea of self used in current utilitarian theories of ethics was flawed. He pondered over the question that plagued many individuals: why should I be moral? Unlike many others, Bradley opposed the concept of individualism and instead championed the idea that self and morality were inherently social. He understood that our moral duty stemmed from the necessity to cultivate our ideal, good self, in contrast to our bad self. It was through this constant battle between the two selves that morality could be upheld. However, Bradley recognized that society alone could not be the sole source of our moral compass. He acknowledged that certain societies may require moral reform, and that such reform should be based on standards that come from outside the confines of that society. This realization led him to propose that the realization of our ideal self could be accomplished through religious practices. His ideas on the social self and his moral theories resonated with the philosophies of Fichte, George Herbert Mead, and pragmatism. Bradley's views were also in line with modern thinkers like Richard Rorty, who advocated against individualism and embraced a more communal approach to morality. As the protagonist of his own narrative, F.H. Bradley delved deep into the complexities of moral philosophy. His belief in the social nature of self and morality challenged the prevailing notions of individualism. Through his ideas, Bradley urged individuals to strive for their ideal selves and find guidance not just within society, but also through religious and communal practices.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.